I've learned to hold my tongue so well, I forgot how my own voice sounded. This is a direct quote from a woman who commented on a post on social media about emotional suppression. I came across this thread, and the comments from numerous women was about how they've spent years suppressing their emotions, holding their tongue for peace, staying quiet to keep things smooth at home or at work. Another woman commented, "Peace at home, chaos inside." Reading those words deeply resonated with me. I'm Shabina, and in my last video, we talked about how unprocessed trauma can resurface in midlife for many women. Today, I want to take you a little deeper into what it looks like when years of silence starts to unravel and how you can begin finding your voice again. Let me take you back to when I was 48. Not only was I experiencing hot flashes, but I was still biting my tongue because speaking up always stirred up ghosts I thought were long gone. That moment of holding back again became my wake up call. It wasn't a breakdown, but an invitation. Over the next decade, I started peeling back the layers of why I stayed quiet. I realized it wasn't weakness, it was survival. It was the only way I knew to keep peace when I was younger, and like so many women, I carried that pattern into adulthood, marriage, and motherhood, and into every conversation where I thought my voice might make things worse. But by 50, I was exhausted from the pretending. Hormones were still shifting, and all those unspoken words began to feel too heavy to hold. When we silence ourselves for too long, the body keeps the score. The tension in your neck, the headaches, the fatigue, the anxiety, they're not just physical. They're reminders of all the times you swallowed truth to stay safe. Menopause made that even trickier. It was hard to tell what was hormonal and what was emotional. But I learned something important. Hormones can amplify emotion by simply lifting the lid on what's already inside. When the tears came for no reason, or when anger bubbled up, I started to listen instead of shaming myself. I began to see those emotions as messages, not malfunctions. Awareness was the game changer. It was like finally seeing the strings on the puppet, realizing that every time I hesitated to speak, it wasn't about the other person. It was conditioning, old programming whispering, "Keep the peace, don't rock the boat." Even now, at 60, I still catch myself holding back, but awareness lets me pause, take a breath, and choose differently. That's what healing looks like in real time. Not perfect, just conscious. I want to share three simple tools that help me shift from suppression to expression. First, the Mindset Audit Journal. Every night, jot down one belief that tripped you up, like "I must keep peace at all times." Then rewrite it. "My voice is important." It's a small rewrite that builds inner permission. Second, the boundary breath. When you feel that familiar hold back, inhale for 4 counts, calling peace in. Hold for 4, calling awareness now. And exhale for 4, letting go. Or if you feel anxiety rise up, take a deep breath in, and your exhale should be really slow. It helps ground you and turn tension into clarity. Third, the pause to speak. Next time something bothers you, wait a moment and then say, "This is bubbling up for me. Mind if we talk about it?" Start with something not too heavy. It's awkward at first, but it trains your nervous system to speak truth gently. None of these are quick fixes. They're small, consistent ways to retrain your voice to feel safe again. The key point is self awareness. Knowing where you're holding back and why. Was the start of doing this messy? Oh my gosh, yes. Early on, practicing speaking up led to awkward silences or flare ups, with me over explaining and them confused. Breathwork saved me. A quick inhale for calm, exhale for release. Meditation quietened my inner critic, and believe me, your inner critic will start yelling when you start trying to change. Journaling helped me see that the beliefs I no longer bought, like my voice doesn't matter. Putting all this into practice took baby steps, like saying, hey, that hurt. Can we talk? Remember that the setbacks are completely normal. At 60, I'm still learning and I'm more unbothered than ever before and deeply grateful for the path that got me here. Every yes I forced and every silence I kept became the very lesson that taught me how to speak honestly. Suppression wasn't me, it was protection. Midlife gave me awareness and the courage to set it down. If you're in that season, remember this: old wounds aren't endings, they're edges of freedom. Awareness is the first step. I'd love to know what resonated most with you. What emotions have you been silencing? Are you tired of holding it all in? Share it in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. That's all for today. I hope you have a delightful day. From my heart to yours. Bye for now.